Welcome back to Road to 100K, and today we're going to be going through some of the most recent trades I took on Wednesday and today Thursday. Tomorrow Friday will be coming, but I'll try to include it into my weekly day in the life on how I take my trades and how I follow up on everything. But then on Monday and Tuesday I didn't take any other positions because I didn't get any setups. I think on Monday I had a setup, but then I think I was hesitant enough and I didn't take that trade, which I learned my lessons, and I will tell you why in this video. So we are going to be going through this week what I should have done, what I shouldn't have done, and I will also take you through my strategy and how I go about it. So on Monday, basically, as you can see from here, this was the opening of the week, which was around 10 or 8 to 10, like 8 to 9 UTC or GMT, and we had a pretty good move during the night. And when you look around, we have price giving us an inducement level during the break. This can be called the inducement level, but then we can also take this as an inducement level. So where I was looking at basically was around here, because at this point I wanted price to just slope down and then take this out, right? So all this I was looking at it as a pause in the in price, and I wanted to see this low being taken out before I can look for buys. But I didn't have any clear structure, even though last week we had price taking out this low. Price rallied up and gave us and went into a corrective phase. So this should have been the corrective phase to the next impulsive phase. But me being me, I didn't actually see it that way. So let's go through what should have actually happened. So as you can see, price went up a bit, created new highs, and eventually started coming down. If you check through, it was a bit aggressive, which made me not to look at price again. And as you can see, price tried to go up, but it eventually came back again. I think it also gave a pullback just right here at this moment. So this was where I actually wanted to take for the second time, because the first time where I was targeting was this particular price, right? This candle right here. As you can see, it closed nicely, but I was really hesitant. Okay, and God being so good, he gave me another opportunity to take advantage of, which was this next candle right here. It looks not nice, but then you can see this is the one that looked really nice. So I could have taken price from this particular perspective here, but I was really hesitant once again. So this time around, since I took price here, I could have let my stop loss be below this candle right here, and I'll be targeting 1:2, which my 1:2 would have just been really short. Okay, and 1:3 would have been possible because this is 1:2, so I could have targeted 1:3 up to this level. So price would have gone in really nicely, and I think I would have hit TP before price will slow down at that moment. So you can see from here, price went up and just shut down. This would have been where I would have looked for my second entry from this place. As you can see, this was another block, and you can shift it to, it should have been shifted to this. So price gave us a very nice place, even though this turned out to be a loss at the end when I backtested. As you can see, you see when I push it further. So you see price did this, and yes, this candle would have been the entry price area, and would have seen better days. But then price closed. I think price, yeah, so if you miss this entry, you can take this. But then price reached 6 o'clock, which is the time I get out of the market. So probably I would have got out into a small loss, or basically at break even. All right, and then price continued to consolidate. All right, so this particular one here, we had a very nice push to the downside. Okay, and that actually showed price, like I think this one self, I didn't actually, I saw price for buys. I was looking for buys at the same time, but I didn't get the buy I wanted. That was on Tuesday, so I didn't actually take the trade. So let's see what I should have done and what I shouldn't have done in this case. So over here, I should have taken the trade from here, even though I could have taken it first from here. On second was here, third one was here. I missed all those opportunities. But then let's look at how I would have handled this one right here. So basically, this one, price swept above this level, but then we don't have any break of structure, or we could have called this our change of character, but then we don't have any low to prove this as an inducement area. So I won't take this trade regardless of what it will give me, unless I see a very nice confirmation. So that was what made me stay away from the market last week. So as you can see, this was what happened, and now I was looking for buys like I mentioned, but eventually price did this. So to me, I wouldn't have seen any reason to sell this trade or buy this trade at this area, because my trend lines were not drawn, and I think if my trend lines were drawn, I would have either seen this or not seen it. So sincerely, I wouldn't have been able to take the trade. So let's go to where price gave us an entry, but I wasn't able to catch it as well. So I think right now it has taken out the high, and price swept down, all right, with news again, just like this one. And where we could have taken an entry is after price, I think price came back, but to me I won't take the trade because this really looks so huge, and where to put my stop loss I'll be hesitant about it. Even though I always prefer to put it below this, I can take the trade from here and look forward to put my stop loss around here, and then target 1:2 or something. But I mean, I'm not that type who want to, like, I just don't want to force trades in certain areas, so I sometimes prefer to stay away. This ends, all right, then this happens. All right, let's take it back. Let's take it back some few steps. So after a session or during a session, you can realize that we did have a break of structure right here. So this would have been the high. Okay, we have a break of structure right here, and price gave us an inducement level right here. Okay, since we had a break of structure, now this one becomes invalid, and this becomes the new inducement area. Okay, so this would have been the new inducement. Now let's watch how price takes this inducement very nicely. So price opens up at 6, give us a nice push to the downside with 3 good candles, sweeping out that particular level. Now at this point, I won't find anything to take, but then look at what price did. It went back and closed above the inducement, giving me more confidence to take that trade. So what did I do? I struck it from here. Stop loss slightly below here, around 10 pips of stop loss, just here. Target 1:3. Yes, I just target 1:3 right there. Okay, just slightly. So let's open it. It was exactly 10 pips, by the way. So let's open this price. Okay. And then we had this as well. So you can see price consolidated a bit, and then boom, just shot up to the upside, and price took me in just here and then started coming down. Now when it started coming down, the second opportunity, this is where the second opportunity plays a role. Okay, this is where the second opportunity plays a role. A trend line, there's a particular trend line coming down from the bottom, and which actually comes down to this area, and this follows up that trend line. So I had this trend line here. Okay, now this trend line was also my entry criteria. So if this trend line was available, I would have had this entry. So this would have been my second entry for the day. TP also 10 pips, or maybe just slightly above this psychological level, because that's a valid area to put my TP, and I can target 1:3 as well. Okay, now this is where, when I say my strategy respects news, I always mean it. Okay, so I always mean it. Now look at what happened. Price went down a bit, and boom, just started shooting, and yes, we had this. Now after the news, we had another trend line touch. Okay, price came back and closed above again. Another confirmation candle. I would have had my trade right here, or either from this other block. This is another block, by the way, or just slightly up below this pips. That just 1:3, and I was still good. I would have still gotten it again. Okay, 1:3, exactly 1:3. Sometimes I go 1:2, but 1:2 is when I have huge stop losses, and this trade really did nice, did wonderful. So if I had actually taken all these trades, I would have gone home with 1, 2, 3, 9%, including this one, making it 10. If I had taken this trade, I would have had a slight minus. So this one will be, I think so. This one would have been 1:2. This one was 1:2. Or was it 1:3? I didn't take this trade on Monday. Okay, so I didn't take it. So let's just say 1:2. Since I didn't take it, let's take it 1:2. And then we have this one, there was no trade. Then here we had a trade 1, 2, 3, all hit TP. And then we had a fourth one. There was a fourth setup as well. That one just hit the psychological level, as you can see from this point. And yes, it was valid for entry again. My entry would have been around this area. Some would have even been slightly less than I think 10 pips here. Yeah, 10 pips would have been fine. There are 12 pips, and I just 1:3 again to this area on my exactly on my psychological level. But the problem is price will close before it will get to my TP. So you see the point. So from here, price then closes. Is it here? Good. Price closed from here. So let's say price closed here. I'll still close with 1:8 or something. So meaning yesterday, if I had taken all of my positions, if I had taken all of my positions, I would have been up 3, 3, 6, 9, then 10.8. All right, that's what I would have been up. All right, so today we actually had price give us a change of character from this point. Okay, and well, this would have been an inducement, but what confirmed the change of character was actually this candle taking out here. This huge candle confirmed it, because this is not a valid break for us, so this would have been a valid break, and I would have given this the break of structure. So this would have still been an inducement, okay, and this one too would have been an inducement, but then we give it to we give this as the break of structure. Okay, so this was the break of structure, and we had this as our order block. Now when you find it, you get this one. So we had this level as our order block, and then our entry was supposed to be here. Then TP SL could have been here for safer reasons, but I think I could have been able to put my own around here 10 pips above, and I would have been able to target the I would have been able to target 1:3. All right, but then when price came, it didn't reach our inducement. It rather tapped on the demand level, or is it the supply or something? It tapped on this level. It didn't sweep us. It didn't sweep the inducement, and then closed bullish. Bearish. So this was where my entry was. So my SL was supposed to be here. Since this was an order block, so this could have been also be valid. If this takes that, I would have known. So I'm just trying to refine my strategy to fit myself, and I could have taken this for 1:2 or even 1:3. Okay, that's if price would have been able to reach. So we had price around this place, and I would have been able to take this price from here and got into. So I think all this, I was inside of all this when price was still moving. Price would go up, down. News came, they didn't even give any traction, and just like that. So right here was when price actually started resisting. Okay, and then my psychological levels were off. If it was on, I would have been able to detect if this trade would go up or down. All right, but then it was off, and you can do that right here. I grouped all of them, so they were all off, and I didn't realize that price was rejecting. Price closed, you can see the next candle closed back inside of the trade. So this was where I should have closed my trade for 1:1.9 if I had it here, but then I had my trade for around 1:1. So my stop loss was here originally, and then I had it for 1:1.1 because the next candle, since I didn't see this, I saw this as more like a pullback up until it got to this place. I realized the candle was coming up violently, so I had to close for around 0.9. okay, I closed around 0.9, as you can see from my my journal. So okay, this is the backtesting journal, by the way. Sorry, this is my backtesting journal. So on my journal, I closed for 0.9. So and then price eventually ruled this up. But then this could have been a very nice entry for us again for buy, and this one would have been our easiest 1:3 or 1:2 for today. But then yes, it is what it is. You always learn from your mistakes, and I think this will help us understand more of how we go about the strategies. And these are just lessons. That is why it's good to always backtest your setups after your trade. Try to always backtest your trades and your setups after you've already traded it. Backtesting them really helps you to realize what mistakes you made and what you should have done to correct them. And this has helped me so much because since since I started trading, one of the things I used to ignore was backtesting. Somebody who mentions me backtest on YouTube, I'll be like, oh nah, I don't have money. Look, as much as you can, if you have money to deposit into your trading account, $10 or $20 to trade, please, I will advise you take that money and deposit it into your credit card and use it to buy a trading view account, or you can go for FX replay or all those nice backtesting tools out there. Try to get them. The flexible ones I will go for will be FX replay and trading view. These are the two most important ones I will go for. I can't be sponsored by them at this moment because I don't even have much following, so I don't think I'm sponsored by them. I'm just using them. I don't even have anything to do with them. But if you actually want to register with FX Replay or Trading View, I will leave a referral link below in the description so that you can just use it to register and get yourself a $30 if you register with me. So yes, that is basically how to do your weekly recap. This is not a weekly recap for me yet. I'll be doing it on Saturday, but I just feel like doing this helps me regain that consciousness of losing. Right, when you lose and you backtest, you feel like you've won because the mistakes you made during your backtesting will really during your live trades will really help you to correct those mistakes during backtesting, and then the next live you're going to be going on a winning rampage. All right, so let's try our best to always backtest. Now my next video will be dropping soon about my trades for the week. This is just to show you how I go about trading, but then this is just something to let you know that backtesting really helps you understand most of the things. Don't forget to practice. It took me 4 good years to really know that practice is the only thing that can let you reach higher heights. All right, all those billionaires up there, they practiced, they worked hard, they sweated, they did all they can. Even Elon Musk was sleeping inside his shop, his office. All right, let's do the same thing. Right, let's do the same thing. If you have money and you know you can have a place to sleep and you want to pay for rent, use it to pay for a backtesting tool. Become so good at your craft that every single time they don't see you at your space, they will look for you. They will not look for anybody else. Peace out.